Welcome you all today's webinar presentation. You know that our first presentation was the history of Elizabeth surgery and Bangladesh, which was nicely deliberated by our mentor, Professor M. Bari. And today is the second lecture of this session. I welcome you all home and abroad who are interested in this webinar and connected with us in this web link. I welcome you all today. And now I'm sharing my screen. My today's topics is can you see my screen? Okay. Okay, I'm just opening the folders. So, my dear friends, if you are disconnected anyhow, and please reconnect by same ID and password. I always say these things, and I think you will enjoy this session. I before going to my presentation, I want to tell you that the session is divided into two parts. First part is the basic, very basic component like the ring, arches, and long connecting plate, and second part some applied science related through these rings and connecting plates by which you can make comfort in your operation. You can decrease your human effort and assistancy from the OT environment and have a good helping OT condition with the support. I will emphasize on these things later half of my presentation. And now come to the most basic part. The basic part, the apparatus, the Elizarov apparatus is divided into two main groups. The main component, that is the main supporting component, and auxiliary supporting component. And other is the wire fixator and other assembly elements. The main component usually ring, arches, long connecting plates. And auxiliary component will be delivered by our beloved Dr. Nazmunuddin Setu, and it includes the post connecting plates and other things. And Dr. Mostafa will deliver about the wire fixating. And now my part is the ring, arch, and long connecting plate. Uh, I want to say you something that in my lecture I go a little bit details from the factory to the implementation and also the biomechanics and comparison of this apparatus with the Kurgan apparatus and with the locally made or indigenous made component. I think many of countries in the world don't have this type of manufacturing capability, so they rely on the locally made, the handmade tools. So it may helpful to all to realize the basic component and basic details and in a of this component. So history is always, we are always driven by the history, and it is the first antique Elizarov ring that is used by the Elizarov in 1951, and it was like the solid part uh, uh, and the whole is there. And you know that the Kurgan is an area of military establishment where the trunk of the warfare is made in the time of Second World War, and also it is a place where the bicycle are a good industry is there. So it is easy for Elizarov to gather all this expertise there and to improvise his knowledge and build a newer technique, and these SS metals are very much available in Kurgan area. And if you travel in the Kurgan, in Kurgan Museum, the first specimen of the Elizarov ring is kept in a very decorative manner, and it is in exhibition hall. You can have this picture, and this is one of the uh, iconic frame assembly that Elizarov have it in the very first time. And whenever Elizarov go to the outside for a lecture or other thing, even the foreign country, this type of assembly he used to bring with him for delivering the lecture. And if you have the opportunity to go to the Kurgan, then you can touch this and have a photo with this. And this is a veterinary bones with initial Elizarov ring fixator. Now the ring pattern and many things is changed a little bit. So I'm going to the details of that. So what are the three main purpose of the Elizarov ring. First purpose is that the ring is so designed that it is 360-degree holes around the ring, and two rings are connected to two or four or more rings are connected to make the frame of the apparatus. And the ring bears all the supplementary, the auxiliary supports, the wires, and the other assembly elements for the dynamic bone treatment. So ring is a very vital part of Elizarov apparatus. And now you can recognize that on the left side there is a half ring, full ring, and the right side is a half ring. Half ring is assembled by another mirror half, and which is complete a half full ring. What is the advantage of this type of solid full ring and this is half ring? You can know, you if you go through my lecture you can know all the things, but there is some disadvantage of the full ring is that if you apply in a body, if any problem, if you have to redo it or realign the Elizarov alignment, then you cannot remove this full ring. So very much customized, very much comfortable is the half ring, and half ring assembly is the best. Now the ring materials. Which materials of the rings is best? There are SS materials, aluminum and composite and carbon rings. And in my sense, the SS materials or stainless steel material is the best. Why the best? Because uh, SS materials is the best because it is reusable, it is cheap, and it's maintain the Elizarov biological principle of bone synthesis. And now the one thing I want to emphasize on, I deliver my lecture from the very factory to the applied use. And this is the factory scenario of Kurgan. We have visited there. Usually the rings are made from the empty tube, cylinder tube, which is hydraulically pressed and so designed and very finely drill hold and make the rings. This cylinder acts as a bow. This the advantage of this bow is that it will not collapse, it will not break down. It has an internal strength to resist the bending force. So this type of assembly only found in the Kurgan. But in my country or in the indigenous made Elizarov ring, usually made from the made in lathe by cutting the plain sheet that cannot resist this bending force. But my advice is that if we do not do it manually, if the advanced technique like the CNC technique is already available in our country, if we use this in Elizarov ring manufacturing, then I think the preciseness of the ring and the hole diameter and other things will be better and better principle friendly. And now, what is the, I already have mentioned what is the advantage of ring. The ring is cheap, it is reusable, maintained Elizarov biological principle of osteosynthesis. And what is the advantage of biosynthesis? When there is the ring in your limb or in your any part of the body, during the motion, it will cause the micromotion of the bone fragment, and micromotion produce the energy. This energy help to stimulate the biological tissue for bone formation. Then what is the piezoelectric force? I want to uh, demonstrate you that piezoelectric force. There is a nice video. You see that anything that is compressing and extending, it produces the electricity. And this electric circuit is best work in Elizarov stainless steel ring. Other ring like the carbon ring and other metal ring does not work so nicely for this biological principle. And now the comparison, I will compare the Russian ring and the local replica. The Russian ring is uh, so evenly deal hold that every hole has a equal distance. But which is local made of sheet is uneven and does not have this type of so specific. So I have a digital vernier calipers. Through this, I want to measure the different component of the Elizarov ring in comparison to Russian one and our local one. That local one is less thicker. It is 3.7 or 4 millimeter thick, but all the Russian ring are 5 millimeter thick. It is the Elizarov convention that ring should be 5 millimeter thick and 15 millimeter wide. And you see that the lower one is the Elizarov center ring and upper one our replica ring. The replica ring is thicker anyway, thinner anyway. And now another comparison, which is more circular. The Russian ring is more circular in comparison. I just internal diameter of the ring I just measure. It is 140 for the 140 ring, but in our locally made, it is not 140. So why I am telling this type of things to you? Because if you know all the things, details of the rings, then uh, you can find out your difficulties and failure of the ring and other difficulties during doing the Elizarov. So you must have the good knowledge about the rings details. And other thing is that every conventional Elizarov ring is the hole size is 8 millimeter, and the distance from the two hole center is 11.5 millimeter. But in the locally made, we don't get uh, this type of diameter or this type of distance. So if you do not get do not get the ring and the other things manufactured so nicely, so you cannot get good result. So Elizarov, for good outcome of the Elizarov, you must have good quality of implant. And at the first, I have something. I have said something that what is the advantage of the full ring? Though it has a disadvantage, but advantage is that it have more holes to attach many things. But in half ring, there are some parts are lost. It. But usually, if we place this lace or this connection is the mechanical axis, then you need not to put any wires or other things in this axis. Usually wires are passed from the lateral to medial direction. So you can, or even you can customize the position of this connection so that you can spare the holes and you can get a good assembly. And another thing is that you must align the ring in a straight line, so that if the any part of the ring is one step upward or downwards than the others, then the ring biomechanics will not act properly. This is C is the wrong assembly. This is the right assembly. The red line indicate that both the rings are collinear. So this thing should be kept in your mind during the assembly of the ring. And in a nutshell, usually the rings are 12 in size from 80 to 240, but you can customize the size. Even for the pediatrics use, the rings can be 60 millimeter in diameter. And how much the hole is there? There are 18 to 28 holes usually in the Elizarov ring. And you know that 80 millimeter 4 method deals. So I do not want to repeat this. And what are the other components that can be assembled with this half ring so that you can use it different situation, like this type of ring in the fourth row, yeah, usually used in foot assembly. And this type of breathing prevent you anterior collapse during the tension. And what is the importance of differential tension and equal tension in open ring like the half ring or U ring or omega ring? I will show you in the later slides. And now the 5/8 rings. The 5/8 rings usually a open-ended rings, and it is a 5/8 size of a full ring. It is used in where the tissue defect is there, or in the upper part of the upper part of the arm. But one thing is that when you put tension in this open ring, you have to more careful. What is the carefulness? That is, um, if you suppose that there are two wires, first wire and second wire, if you put 80 kg and 60 kg respectively in this wire, then it will squeeze the anterior limb of the ring towards each other, and it will cause the loosening of the wires. So usually in this type of half ring, we cannot put the more than 80 to 70 kg weight. So my tips is that when you put this type of ring, you must fasten, you connect this ring with the connecting rods. Otherwise, the end is collapsed, or you can reinforce the end by breezing some um, other component. Like I have show you, there is some oblique, some another ring or some rods or other component. So I think you realize this type of biomechanics here. And now the omega rings, the extremity is just carved extremity and is like the omega. And usually it is used in the upper arm. And one thing you must be kept in mind that usually man's or a human arm is resting position is slightly internal rotation. Be careful about the anterior end of the omega. It will stuck in the chest if you put in supine position and then turn the arm in a slight internal rotation. So this anatomical consideration you must keep in mind when you assemble in the ring. And now the other one of my component is foot ring. Foot ring can be the 2-hole foot rings, a simple foot rings. But if you use simple foot rings, you must reinforced with a rod or other half ring, so that if you put tension, the ring will not collapse. And now the arches. I am just two topics ahead of my presentation. I want to say you that in my presentation, I have a second part. So in the second part, you have some interesting applications of these rings and arcs. And now what is the arcs? There are, I want to just summarize here. There are arts, Russian arts, Italian arts. In Russian arts, there is conventional arts, and which is conventional, there are big arts, usually in big diameter. It can be, you can get it from the 80 milli diameter to the 320, 300 milli diameter, and it is two hole in a row, two hole in a row facilitated you to assembly all the wires in a very comfortable way. And this is called Italian arts. It is popularized by the Catagni. Now it is an integral part of Elizarov ring in 1980. Usually it is used with the shans. So the original Russian arts usually used with the usually used with the wires in the proximal femur, and the Italian arts usually used with the shanspin. And one thing is that so that these banana arcs or pelvic arcs can be used in the proximal femur with the Schanz screw. And here is the Italian arcs used with the Schanz screw. So this type of assembly is very popular for proximal femur. So what is the good modification in Elizarov Center is that they pieced the end of the Schanz screw so that it is very easily fitted with any type of post or any type of assembly. It is a fixation friendly device which is used in Kurgan Center. In our situation, we also pieced our Schanz screw. That is, Schanz screw came from the abroad, and we pieced by our local lathe factory, and have this comfortable situation for fixing with the banana arcs or the pelvic arcs. And now the long connecting plate. A plate more than 8 hole is a long connecting plate. So it is 8 holes, 12 holes, and 17 holes. And these are the types. It can be there is a rod in one end or either of the end. And what is the popular use of this long connecting plate? When you need extra stability, you want to omit a ring and put some wires in any place in a long gap, then you can use this type of rods. And this type of rods can be used as hinge also. It can be used with the twisted plate also. And even this type of long plate should be reinforced when you use in a long distance by rods also. And this is the hinge on the right hand side. This is the hinge system of the long plate. And this is a very popular use of the long plate with olives transverse transport of the fibula due to the B cap. And this is the combination of the long plate and the banana arch or the pelvic arch in case of pelvic fracture. And in our local settings, because some long rods, long plates are not easily available in our settings, so we modified the female post in hole in two end of this female post. And if we use this type of assembly as a connecting rod and a female post which is accompanied by two holes in the both side, then you can put the olives and other things which is prevent the bending of the ring. As I have told you that our rings are very thin rings, it is 3 millimeter. Usually if you put a long post and put tension on it, it will bend the post also and even the ring also. So if you incorporate who is uh, this type of rod, then this is very user friendly and biomechanics of this rod and the rings is maintained. And now I want to go to the pulse of ring mounting. What is the pulse of ring mounting? It is that it should be at least 2 centimeter between the skin and frame. Usually we put 2 finger. If all around the ring it is okay, then we agree that the ring mounting is good. But you should keep in mind the residual potential of swelling in a part of a body, like the calf or like the upper femur, where the chance of swelling is more. So you should put the ring very cautiously. Keep in mind that there is chance of swelling, and every bone segment must have the two rings and therefore connecting plates and pin and wire fixation in two places. This is the very popular pulse of end mounting, the rules of twos. So you can get in the many textbook is all there, a textbook also. And there is a good study is that if you decrease the, don't use oversized ring. I want to mention that don't use oversized ring. Put the appropriate size ring, keeping in mind the soft tissue swelling. If you decrease the ring size 2 centimeter, the range of the axial frame stiffness increase by 70%. So keep it in mind, respect the biology, respect the rules of the frame assembly, then you can get good result and good laser assembly. And sometimes you may put the rings as a dummy ring where there is no wires. I will show you the picture or figure, then you can realize what is that. Then telescoping rod, when there is the length is more. Usually if the two ring is more than 12 centimeter apart, then you can put this type of telescoping rods. So telescoping rods is the another topics. My other colleagues will discuss this. And what is the dummy ring? This is the dummy ring. There's no wires, but increase the stability, increase your frame construct strength, and decrease the need of the many assembly like the telescoping rod. Usually the telescoping rod in our setting is very costly. So you can minimize the telescoping rod use by this type of assembly. Then, now what is the general rules? Tension should be always uniform from the day of the application to the day of removal. When the consultation is complete, and least number of wires should be possible. If you use very many wires, then it may cause the pain in the limb, and wire may be stuck in the bone marrow or in the medullary cavity. Then there is a very much temperature generation and bone loss will be there. So now I want to come some biomechanical tips. That is, you know the cantilever. Cantilever is the thing where there is a pillar and a beam. And if you put more weight on the beam, then beam may fail down. So same things happen in case of ring assembly. If you put a long post and have a tension over it, usually you cannot give 50 to 70 kg tension like in this situation. But if you give more tension, it will uh, buckle your ring. Even to prevent this buckle, if you connect the rods just behind the, just align the post, then you can prevent this type of buckling. But there is certain limit. Or even you can counterbalance by opposite post tensioning. So this type of phenomena may happen very frequently in our day-to-day practice. So this type of cantilever things you must be kept in mind. And other things is that you think that the wires are the beam of a house and the connecting rods are plate. If you place the connecting rods in a very improper position and the wires is very apart from the connecting rod, then the connecting rod can buckle or bended the ring also. So for equal load distribution, you have to put the connecting rod as close as the beam or the wire fixation. So it is one of the biomechanical principles that you have to follow during the ring mounting. And another thing is that when you established a upper femoral frame, usually in the upper femoral frame for anatomical constraint, you have to put some flanges, and you cannot put the full ring in the upper part of the femur. So your component can be turned into the multi-axial to the uniaxial in the upper part of the femur. So to prevent this, you have to put this type of connecting rods or other assembly or oblique support, so that you can block your shunt spin from the medial side. So you are changing the unilateral system in the multi-axial system. So these things should be kept in mind. In Ilizarov, never use the cantilever type of fixation. Always use the multi-axial fixation. So I am now going to the second part of my presentation. This is my favorite group and all the Kurgan fellows from last year. And we enjoyed a good time in the Asia Kurgan. Hopefully, I hope for all of you should go there and enjoy the beauty of Ilizarov, enjoy the beauty of Kurgan. And now you can have this lecture in the YouTube also. And our next lecture will be presented by our beloved and very efficient Ilizarov surgeon, very experienced Ilizarov surgeon, Dr. Nazmul Huda Setu, about the auxiliary supports on tomorrow. So I am now going to the next part that is a little bit interesting. And you can see how the rings and arches are modified for your comfort. If you have the more used rings, you can use that as a template. Collect 80, 90, 100 or different size rings and you put it in your chamber or in hospital setting. You can use it as template, or you can use this type of cardboard also. This type of assembly we have seen in Kurgan Center, the acrylic bar with the stainless steel holding with the OT table is a very comfortable condition for ring assembly. I modified this in my setting because every OT have this type of connections. This type of connection, this type of plastic and the stainless steel connection. And I use the SS rod with 90-degree bending and welding here, and then with PVC pipe to make this type of support. It is very less costly and very user friendly. And another is that every center have CM and the fracture table. If you have fracture table, remove the foot plate, and with the help of the half ring in crisscross manner, you can guide the reduction also, and you can rotate, you can elevate, even you can put traction so that there is a good alignment of the bones, and put Ilizarov, it will decrease your human effort and assistance help. So that if you in your routine is the shortage of the manpower, then you can cope this situation very easily with the fracture table and this type of assembly. And another is that on the right side, I have seen in the Kurgan Center, that is the long plate, and with this long plate, they they build a femur thigh support, and I built it by plate and some very useful rods and some posts very easily. And other things is that the patient handling in a femur and patient comfortable condition in the bed is very crucial. Sometimes the patient fall down in the gap of the mattress. So you can prevent this. I took it from the Kurgan Center. You can prevent this by the rope and the hook hanging from the above rod bar that is attached to the bed. And there is two picture. This customized bed, any block can be removed as patient comfort. So the big ring patient is very comfortable with the situation. And it is for the patient transfer, and it is usually in case of femur patient. And other is that you can use the used half ring as a traction tool. You can put 50 kg weight with the wire upper tibial skeletal traction, and it is very much less cost effective, very much cost effective and very easy in your settings. And here on modification, the Russian, this is Russian one, and this is the replica one by the ring assembled by side. you can put your legs thigh on here and have enjoy the Elizarab technique very comfortably when you are operating. And this is the some local modification with aluminum, only $4 to $5. You can have your local manufacturer with the aluminum sheet. You can have this and arrange all the Elizarab nut bolts in your settings. Another is that when you do a arm Elizarab or in elbow or forearm, you can support your arm with elbow with this type of arms, and you can attach this with your fracture table. And I collected this photo from the Kurgan Center. So this is not my picture. This is a picture from the museum of the Kurgan Center. If you have ring and many things, you can do many things. So I am at the end of my lecture. This is my mentor, Professor Bari, for whom I am a Elizarab surgeon. And I first hear about the Kurgan from him, and from his continuous inspiration and support, the Seven Kurgan fellow is now in Bangladesh, and we went there in the last year. And it was a very enjoyable session. You must go there. So thank you all. And we will see you in the next session of Dr. Nazmul Setu. Thank you.